happening, fight fans? It's an all-new year, which means all new matchups to get you hyped up for the UFC. Tune into the fights this weekend, and don't forget, get in on all the action with my partners at DraftKings Sportsbook. They're offering all new customers $200 in bonus bets instantly after betting just $5. So don't wait. Download the DraftKings app right now. Sign up using the code SONNEN. DraftKings, the crown is yours. Staying on the action and use your $200 in bonus bets for DraftKings same-game parlays for a shot at an even bigger payout. Combine multiple bets together from the same game. Love the thrill of live betting? DraftKings has got you covered with live markets, like Fight to Go the Distance, which makes watching the action that much more exciting. If sports betting is not yet available in your state, don't worry. You can still join in on all the fun with DraftKings Daily Fantasy with a shot at even bigger prizes. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app right now. Use my promo code SONNEN. Get $200 in bonus bets for any $5 wager. That's promo code SONNEN, only at DraftKings Sportsbook. Guys, we did a discussion yesterday. I even put a poll up on YouTube, and I was so curious what you guys were going to say. I was giving you 3 options, all for Jon Jones, 3 options. And I want you to tell me which one you pick from a perspective of which would make you gain the most respect for Jon. Fight Tom. Drop down. Fight Alex. Third option, walk away. Now, for the ones of you that understood this experiment, okay, because don't forget, of those choices, fight Tom, fight Alex, walk away right now. Of those choices, I want to know which makes you gain the most respect for Jon. Don't forget, I didn't say win. I mean, that wasn't a part of it. Just right here, right now, in this time of negotiation, in this time of uncertainty, if Jon were to fight Tom, fight Alex, or walk away from the biggest payday. Either one that he does, whether he does Tom or he was to do Alex, it would be the biggest payday of Jon's career. And Jon has let us know wholeheartedly that's what he cares about. So that would probably add to a respect if he was to say, doing it my way, goodbye. George St. Pierre walked away as champion. They still wanted him. He was still the top draw. Khabib walked away as champion on the cusp of his biggest payday against the sport's biggest star, Conor McGregor. But there was a respect added to it. We were never mad at Khabib. It also wasn't a question of can Khabib beat Conor. He had already beaten Conor. It was just a matter of we're willing to pay to watch it happen again. So I fully understand how these circumstances are different. But I want to know, just for respect, does Jon Jones, who 4 years ago took 3 years off to gain weight because he thought he was going to have to fight Francis Ngannou. So Jon has signified and telegraphed to us, the audience, that size, in his mind, does in fact matter. So now he's got a guy younger than Francis, currently more successful than Francis, but damn near as big as Francis. So we know that Jon would be taking on something that in his own heart, sincerely, he has a problem with. He has a respect and appreciation for him. Okay? Or he surprises us all by cutting down to light heavyweight. He openly says, that heavyweight business, I've already been champion. I'm not going to stick around here long enough to be the greatest heavyweight champion, but I damn sure am one win away from closing the book on the idea of light heavyweight champion. So I'm going to go down there and I'm going to solidify that through all of history. That would be interesting. That would be an awesome fight. But I think that would put off the perception that he ran from Tom. As a matter of fact, I don't think it would just be a perception. I think Jon, when coming out to say why he's fighting Alex, is going to have to be very clear because I didn't want to fight Tom. But option 3 is very interesting, which is walk. It is very seldom in this sport that somebody walks on their own. I mean, the greats. Let me just think of the greats. In my own time, Randy Couture. Daniel Cormier, Hoist Gracie. Think here. The Mark Colemans and the Kevin Randlemans of the world, the Don Fries and the Dan Severns of the world. Let me think. Stipe Miocic. The greats don't go out on top. Seldomly. Khabib 29-0 and walked. George St. Pierre, double champion status. Lots of fights out there. Biggest draw in our sport. George was here before Conor was here. George was moving all the tickets and just said, no, competitively I wanted to do some things. Competitively I now have done those things. And George gave that belt back in like a week. He had the right to hold that for a year. Belt on both shoulders. They'd had George on more billboards and more brands and Bacardi and Gatorade and everybody would have paid him for it. George gave the belt back. Said, I don't want to hold up a division of guys that have a dream similar as mine. Good luck to the next person. Comes and picks it up. But there was a massive respect in that. And I will now answer the question for you. No, I don't think that Jon's going to walk away. As a matter of fact, of the three options I gave you, fighting Alex is not even an option. Jon was to come to the table and say, that's what I want to do and that's where I'm going to go. As much as you'd think, well, that's not what we wanted, but fine, that's Jon Jones. It's not even on the table. It's fight Tom or walk. And contrary to inaccurate yet popular opinion, Jon is not holding up the fight with Tom. Jon's phone has not rang, and all they're waiting for is a date and a venue. And more importantly, is just the date. Just tell him when. Jon is not turning down Tom, just so you understand that. And it will be Jon and Tom. But the question remains, which of those actions, fight Tom, fight Alex, or walk, which of those actions would gain the most respect? And if you haven't gone over to my YouTube and answered it yet, please do, because I still want to know. Just understand, don't add to the story. I'm not saying he's got to beat, he's got to look good against. I'm saying it's a piece of paper. So is that about agreement with Tom, about agreement for Alex, or a resignation letter with his name on the bottom of it? Of those three, please go back and answer the question that way.